Make sure you listen to my daddy's podcast right now. Is it best show in the world?
And this is the Cards Face Up podcast. I am your host, Mr. Ty Hill. Today, well, first of all, hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you motherfuckers subscribe wherever you're watching, listening to this shit at, because we are everywhere. Cards Face Up podcast, the number one motherfucking podcast in Maryland and going everywhere in the world. Now, this is one of those episodes, y'all know what I do, you feel me, over here when we do the segments called I Declare War with Ty Hill. Today, I got a cool-ass guest on here. I'm going to tell you why it's cool, you feel me? It's we go back. We got history, you feel me? I'm gonna tell you, we go back like back when we had hairlines and shit. You know, we go back to like back to this nigga crashing his mother car into 7-Eleven trash cans and shit. We really go back, but I gotta build that moment of nostalgia. You feel me? Y'all know what I do. I like to build that nostalgic moment. And every week I tell y'all, I don't know if that's really a motherfucking word or whatever, but I like the way that shit sounds. So this moment of nostalgia is about 2013. And I'm chilling, I'm watching videos, because y'all know I'm a music head and I love motherfucking music. And on the motherfucking video channel, and motherfucking Beyonce comes on. And she looking just as beautiful as ever. She always looking beautiful. I've never seen her look bad. And I'm watching the video. You know, it's Queen B. Anything she drops is hot. Anything she drops is a motherfucking classic. So I'm just looking for it to be a classic. You feel me? I'm listening. The song rocking. You feel me? And then something catch my eyes. This bald head ass nigga, right? Luckily, I got Comcast, the official shit at the time. You feel me? Not giving y'all niggas no promotion or nothing, but it was one of those times I got the real shit. You feel me? So I got the remote that I could rewind this shit. I rewinded it, see this bald head nigga again. Now at this time, you feel me? I'm like pausing and everything. I'm pumping shit in my house. Like, that's my nigga right there, right? Now, at this moment, he's already been on TV fucking a decade at the time, you feel me? So I already knew the nigga was a star. But this solidified the fact this nigga is next to Queen B. Like, walking with her. Like, these niggas, man, when I tell you it was at that motherfucking moment that I said, Mama, we motherfucking made it. I swear to God. Nigga, we made it. My nigga is walking with Beyonce, Jay-Z wife. You feel me? Yo, I was so fucking pumped. So I ain't gonna talk y'all fucking head off about it, you feel me? Y'all niggas might know him from The Corner, a Baltimore classic, you feel me? He played a little nappy head nigga. He ain't even had a dreads then, little nappy head, ugly ass nigga, you feel me? Playing basketball. The nigga really can't play basketball. I don't know why they had the nigga playing basketball and that shit. But anyway, you feel me? Then he went on to be motherfucking a reoccurring star role inside one of the Baltimore classics. I'm gonna say one of the worldwide classics, The Wire. Yeah, he plays Savino on the motherfucking Wire. So y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about. If you don't by now, you like I said, you might have motherfucking seen him on Beyonce video, on The Corner, on The Wire, on Torn. What else? The fucking Human Caterpillar. This nigga done did every motherfucking thing. You know, this nigga motherfucking he has his own independent film production. He's writing, acting like other motherfuckers. He doing all types of shit on that motherfucker. You feel me? This nigga's you might have seen him on the news for motherfucking jumping out of fucking hospital, hotel, everywhere. Man, might see him on the news for getting shot, all types of shit. This nigga has been around. So without further motherfucking ado, I like to welcome my nigga, my brother, motherfucking Chris Fox Clanton. What it is, baby?
What's going on, bro? That's a hell of a fucking introduction.
we we had to do it right, yo. I tell everybody, man, these motherfucking moments be real moments in my head. Like, that really bring back those feelings of happiness and greatness, you know. And you are one of the greats, my nigga, no matter.
I appreciate
No,
that.
I don't know if you know, but you're one of the greats, man. So we like to welcome you over here to the Cards Face Up podcast. And we going to get into everything, y'all. We gonna get into every motherfucking thing. It's important, man. You being one of those niggas that have been in the game for over a decade. I mean, shit, you're over 2 decades now. You feel me? You've been in the game for a long time. And as long as I've known you, you ain't never had a real motherfucking job. so not having a real motherfucking job, my nigga, like, what made you choose acting? How old was you when you said I want to be an actor?
It probably was the role in The Wire, but it took for me to actually lose that shit for me to be like, this is what I want to do. Like, I did the corner when I was like 12. And I was a featured extra. I ain't even have a name in it, but you saw me, some plays and shit, but you know me. So I was still a knucklehead. Even with The Wire, I was a complete knucklehead then, like 16 years old. So it didn't, when I was doing it, I was in the moment. So it didn't dawn on me what was happening in my life. So I wind up, making some mistakes, threw the monkey wrench in my own machine. And it was at that moment when I fucked up is when I was like, if I get another chance, I'm gonna go at this shit and I'm gonna go at it like I'm supposed to go at it. So like, truth be told, after the first season of Wire, my character Savino, my last episode, we took 3 years for setting up the cop Kima, played by Sonya's son.
You said I could do the 3.
Yeah,
I remember
that was an iconic line as well.
Yeah. And
then in real life, I actually went to prison. Was sentenced to 5 years and did all but 3. So art kind of imitated life, or life imitated art, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? I did that time. I came home and I just hit that shit full blast. Like I came home just in time for the final season. And Ed Burns, which was my 8th grade history teacher, he brought me back, to, I guess, close those storylines and those story arcs because it was The Wire's final season. Brought me back, gave me a few episodes. And from that moment on, I took it and ran with it and started doing all types of shit, moved to LA, was trying to do every fucking thing I could here. That's pretty much it.
Okay. The art imitating life, I think that was a real good way to put it, because especially we got to get into that shit. Like all that shit that I named in the introduction, there's a lot of shit going on with this guy right here, man. So we got to get into art imitating life and life imitating art, whatever the fuck, however you want to put it, we're going to get into it. So what got you your first role? Like getting on the corner, what got you there? Like,
okay, so I used to be a part of this little acting troupe called Rising Stars. And it was a guy by the name of John Strawbridge who worked for Pat Moran Casting. She does majority of the casting here. And, they were looking for street kids, little extras or whatever. And I was a part of this theater troupe. So automatically, we're going to throw y'all in there. This is what you guys like to do. So that was my very first time. You know what I'm saying? It was my very first time in it. And it was cool, but being an extra, it's a different experience. It's like, if you really don't want to do this, being an extra will kind of deter you because of, what you have to go, not what you have to go through, but the long hours and you're doing nothing pretty much, sitting around all day. Even though you get a check, you're doing nothing. So it'll kind of deter you. And that's what I did the very first time. After that, I was a featured extra in the very first episode of The Wire, and I saw Ed Burns, who was my 8th grade history teacher. And he said, if HBO picks this up, because that was the pilot, if HBO picks this up, I'll make sure that I bring you back. And about 3 weeks later, Pat Moran was calling me to tell me to come to the office to do a screen test. So with that, I never really, you got a lot of stories where people are out here and they have to beat the doors down to get the kind of role that I got. It was given to me. So I took advantage of that. I didn't know that this business and career is a privilege. It's not something that you belong in. This is a privilege to be able to work in this capacity and work around these type of people and be on television. That is a fucking privilege.
It is. You should have known though, because I'm gonna tell you why you should have got. Like again, y'all, we go back.
Yeah.
We go back. So I'm talking back to being on 3-ways with bitches and lying and saying we brothers
Sharing
and all
the same
types of shit. Oh, hey, look, we go back so far back that when this nigga first started acting, I wanted to be a motherfucking actor too. His manager ignored the fuck out of me. Like I called that motherfucker probably not. That's when I realized that this nigga must got it because bitch damn sure ain't answering my phone. And yeah, but look, right? I want to know something. You feel me? I gotta rewind because it's something we y'all see that noise I just made, so y'all know what's coming. And I gotta give the Beehive they motherfucking props. I gotta talk about Beyonce one more time. What did she smell like? Y'all was so close.
Oh God.
I feel like hold up. I feel like before you say it, I feel like she smelled like heaven mixed with like fantasy, mixed with like General Soul's chicken too, because I really like General Soul's chicken. Like she smelled like everything I like in life.
In your case, she smelled like Risk It All. That's what she smelled like.
Yeah. On all aspects, right? Yeah. Fuck it, I'm gonna take the chance.
Absolutely. And she probably is maybe one of the sweetest women that I've met in this industry, like in her capacity, like at the level she's at. Because when I met her, she was a superstar then, you know what I'm saying? And that was 7-8 years ago. So even in that capacity, bro, she's probably the most sweet, down to earth person you could, you know, run across, and she'll have a personable conversation with you with no problem.
That's dope. Did you get a chance to meet I saw Kelly, Michelle, they both in the video.
Yep, I got a chance to meet all of them. Luke James before he became who he is today.
Pharrell was in there.
Ariana Grande was on set. It was a few people. Willow was with Ariana, so it was like a lot of people just behind the scenes that wasn't even on camera.
That's dope. That had to be a great experience.
It definitely was.
I had to go back to that because I just feel like
it's one of the most, like, it's probably one of the highlights of my career, bro. And I was one of her featured guys, like, so to be in that, and I got it, you know, I haven't had an agent in a while, and I got that role just on some hurry up and get down to Hawthorne Mall. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. So like I get down there and I don't even know what I'm coming for, and it's this. So it was it's real when they say, you know, things happen for a reason. You're putting yourself in position and in places to where things could possibly happen and change your life.
Opportunity knocks, you better motherfucking answer that door.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and hey, for everybody that's just listening, make sure you go to the YouTube or find a video on our website, www.starspaceuppodcast.com, because I'm going to be showing a picture and a short snippet of Chris inside of that video with Beyonce. I ain't gonna play no motherfucking music because she liable to get my whole channel shut the fuck down. But make sure you log on to the motherfucking video and get to see him inside that video. You feel me? I got something for you though, right, Chris? I want you to listen real carefully, right? I want to play something for you, and I want you to tell me if you recognize this scene, all right? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready for you, bro.
What? I see you at the stash house, yo. They used to be with them Barksdale boys. What they call you, yo?
Savino.
That's right, Savino. You ain't never moved no dope. You was always muscle, as I recall. Now you muscling for Marlo, huh?
I wasn't there. When he did the old man like that, I wasn't there. Christian Sleeper, they on that.
Well, I know who was there. So you innocent, huh? Yeah, ask you something, though. Being that you muscle for Marlo, what you was gonna do if you was there, huh? Riddle me that. Yeah. You know what, yo?
So I want you to take me, because I know it's a ball of emotions right now going through your head.
That scene hits different right now at this moment, especially
and it got to for a lot of reasons.
Hearing his voice.
All right, so let the fans know, for those that's not watching, because of course if you're watching, I played the video so you can watch along. But let the fans know that's listening. What was that scene right there, just in case they don't recognize it?
That was my final scene with Michael K. Williams, who plays Omar. That was my character's final scene in The Wire. That scene, that hearing his voice, bro, is different right now.
Just in case y'all been under a rock, you feel me? Just in case you've been under a rock, we lost the great Michael K. Williams about 2 days ago when this episode aired. It'd probably be about a week ago. And I felt as though that scene was important to show because he was a legend and you got to work with him. But finish expressing to us how you feel.
It's hard, man. But that scene. It was fun shooting with him. It was fun. We played around a lot. And some shit that didn't even make it on screen. We played around a lot that day. That was my final day, and it is always hard when a character, meets his demise on the show. You've been around these people for years. Like, you've known these people and you've created this bond and this relationship with these people. And that was a good moment. And you know what? Like, now, that good feeling comes back because those good memories of him, the smile, the laugh. Yeah, bro. That was. Those are moments that now I have to hold on to because other than our last conversation that we had, got to hold on to those moments. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is. Mm-hmm. It's tough, man. And just, whoever's listening, bro, if you know somebody that's secretly battling anything, any type of addiction or depression or anything, bro, just tell them you love them. Just tell them you love them. You just never know. And I always say that us as artists, we suffer more and we suffer in silence just to entertain you guys. And things like, Robin Williams and Heath Ledger, Michael K. Williams, like these were phenomenally, like, they were great. They were great artists. They were great at what they do, like, and loved. And nobody ever knew that they were battling what they were battling until it was the end. Now, Mike was transparent with us, with everything. What we didn't understand or didn't know until the end is that those demons, he was still fighting.
Dope. I don't want to dwell too much on the negative of it. Let's talk about the life. You got a chance to experience Mike at his height of his career. You feel me? He does a lot for Baltimore. For those that don't know, you feel me? He fucks with Baltimore the long way. And give us a good memory, man. Give us a good memory that we didn't get to see.
I got a chance to meet this man and get to know him in the beginning of his career. I got a chance to meet him the start. Like, that character catapulted him to where he is today. And being on set with him, he was unpredictable as fuck. Like, you just didn't know what Mike was going to do. Like, you didn't know. And that character probably was one of his hardest characters because it wasn't him. Mike was a sweet, gentle, humble, like, house music, dance around. As soon as house music come on, he's gonna dance like nobody's looking. He was that kind of guy. Like, you're liable to fucking just leave with your face hurt from just laughing and joking and just being around him because that was the kind of guy he was. And he could pick up if you was fucked up, if you was feeling some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could pick that up and, straight for that moment anyway, because, it is what it is. But for that moment, he was able to change the atmosphere just by, a smile or something. So that shit, this is a major loss, bro. It's a major loss, man. We had moments. Now there's some shit that I don't want to really, some memories, because I mean, what a lot of people don't know is that in the first season, that it was the beginning of his career, but it was the height of his addiction too. So he's in Baltimore. You feel me? He's here running, and there are clips online where he's telling you that, bro, there were times where he was out here in these streets, man, and he was doing his thing. I can say that there was moments on set where he didn't show up. We had to go find him. Not us per se, but he loved the city that much, and the city loved him because they knew who he was. Never allowed anything to happen to him. You feel me? Like we were filming. We didn't have a soundstage for certain spots, but we was in the hood. Like our trailers was parked in front of people's houses. You know what I'm saying? And then we would be sitting outside, and they would come out and be like, "Y'all hungry? Like, come on in here. We done cook and all that." And you can't go in their house, but it was just that kind of love, and he got that shit wherever he went, and it was just due because he deserved it, man. He was just that kind of guy.
That's what the fuck it is. And that's I had to touch that scene. Like I said, y'all, if you watching, I played it. If you didn't, go ahead and check the video out because we played a good scene. We're gonna dedicate this show to Michael, man. We're gonna dedicate this show to Michael K. Williams, aka Omar, because that's that Baltimore thing, you feel me? He did his thing in Lovecraft Country, but Omar for life, man. Omar beyond life. We love you, Mike, and we just want to dedicate this to you. So Chris, right? Get into your crazy motherfucking answer. Recently, you've been on the motherfucking news, and you've been on TMZ every motherfucking where. I think the news article might have read, wire actor escapes from police custody.
Hey, yo.
Now, reading this shit, I'm thinking ball and chain, and you running down the street with ball and chain right following behind you or some crazy ass shit, right? Just like everybody else. Now, of course, I know what's going on. They not privy to that information, but I am. But still, in my head, I still see you, and I know it was a hospital scene, so I see you with your ass out running down the street. It's so much funny shit with this, right? And I want you to explain what the fuck is going on, brother.
Okay, so listen. All right, so a situation happened with my son, between my son and his side of the family or whatever. Long story short, altercation ensues. I wind up getting hit, and I end up in the hospital. Now, the altercation ensues between myself and...
Don't speed past. Wind up getting hit like that's normal, nigga. You a grown ass man. You got hit by a car.
Yeah, right. So look, all right. So I'm out there. I'm gonna tell you. All right. So boom, I'm out there fighting. Right. I'm fighting, and I slip. My foot misplaced the curb, so I slipped, and that was opportunity for him to get away. So he got away, got in his car. So I'm thinking, I step in front of it, and I'm like, he ain't about to hit the gas. Shit, he hit that fucking gas. And I tried to jump out of the way, but I didn't get out in time, and it still clipped my leg. So I hit the concrete, and I have a seizure. Now, I go to the hospital.
This shit getting worse and worse. This nigga.
So I go to the hospital, and when I wake up, there's an officer in the room. I take stock of the room. I don't move or anything. He's, in like a nod or something. So I'm looking around, and I'm like, oh shit, where's my property? It's already bagged up. In my mind, I'm going to jail. So I look at him and I say, I got to go to the bathroom. And he's like, you know where it's at. So I get up. Now, I still have on my sweatpants that I had on the day prior, but I have on the gown and I got the leads on. Now, in Good Samaritan, they high tech. So I'm not connected to the machine with the leads. There's a Bluetooth box that's in the pocket of the gown. So I can move around, go to the bathroom, and don't have to disconnect from that. So I get up and I go to the bathroom, but I don't gotta go to the bathroom. I flush the toilet and I look to see if that alerts him to stand up because I know I'm a prisoner at this moment. I do know this. I mean, I can say this now because the case is over and everything. But I
know I'm in custody.
I know I'm in custody. I know this. So I look and he doesn't move. From the back, he's still, I said, oh, this motherfucker either high or he's just fucking tired. I don't know because everything is still a blur. I really don't even know, can't remember what happened the day prior. Only thing in my mind is get the fuck away from him. So I leave out the door. Now there's a code being called at the same time. So there are nurses and doctors rushing towards me. My heart dropped. Boom. I'm thinking they coming to bum rush me to take me back in the room. So they run past me. One stops and say, where you going? What do you need? And I'm like, I need a stool softener. I can't shit. She like, I'll get it for you. Go back in the room. She runs to the code. Now with their backs turned, I hit the stairs. Go downstairs.
The officer's still nodding.
He's still in the room. He never comes out. So I hit the stairs and then go to the next floor and hit the elevator. When I go out, now I'm still a little woozy, a little lethargic a little bit, so I don't know where to go. So, but I don't want.
Still got the leads on you?
But they can't see it. I still got the gown on, but I'm coming out with other people with a gown. They're going out. You know how motherfuckers that's been there for a while, they might go out for a smoke.
Yeah.
I'm leaving out with them so everything looks normal. But when I hit outside, I straight hit the parking lot. Now I got on the yellow footies, my gown and that. So I'm trying to get everything off. And I still have a line in my arm. So when I rip that off, blood shoots everywhere. I take the gown off. Now I got a bare chest running through the alley holding blood. I run from Good Samaritan to Llewellyn.
What the fuck?
Non-stop.
For those that don't know, that's not from Baltimore, you feel me? Tell them about how long of a run that was.
That's about 5 miles. That's about 5-6 mile run. And by the time I made it to the house, you know, my heels were bloody. Like my girl had to soak my feet to get the footies off. Everything is still a blur to me. So I'm sitting there, I'm smoking, and about 9:30, maybe about 10 o'clock, because all I hear is burn. The Wire actor Christopher Clanton is wanted for escape. Nigga, I melted in the couch. like, nigga.
Hey, yo.
Nigga, I died. I died right there. Like, I died, bro. So now my phone is going off. I think you might be calling me.
I'll talk to you.
There's so many
Nigga was like, bro, I'm home.
Like, so there's so many. I'm in my house. Like, I'm in the fuck. And I was in there the entire time. 2 weeks go by. Now this shit is national. BET, CNN, MSNBC. Everybody's running it. TMZ. So I get my lawyer and I turn myself in. Set for 10 fucking months, and I came home. Now, if I'd have known I was gonna sit for 10 months for that dumbass shit, catch me if you can, you bitch.
Nigga, when the shit went down, I was confused as fuck. Because like you said, I talked to you the day of, a couple days after, you know, leading up to you turning yourself in. I was confused as fuck when you end up sitting.
Yeah, bro. I didn't know. I thought you know, okay, boom, preliminary. You know how shit go. Preliminary,
right.
Drop all the charges, get them out of here. No, they said they're gonna send us downtown. Nigga, I was like, oh, let me get comfortable. I might as well get comfortable, nigga. But
well, look, this is one of those. Go ahead.
No, go. Because I was about to. Go ahead.
This is one of those times that art imitates life, or life imitates art. Let's say life imitates art. You know, you learn from it. And then more recent, you were in the news again.
Yeah.
You've been like a fucking nigga, you've been in the news a lot lately. You were in the news again for gun violence in Baltimore City, you feel me? And right in the same neighborhood that me and you grew up in, which is different. You know, I'm not gonna say different. That's wrong. Which is common, very common for things like that to happen.
Absolutely.
I think when I first got the call, I was more mad than anything because I hate that you're still just so accessible. You know, I hate that you're still just around when I look at you on a platform, no matter what, that nigga, you nigga, it's always Beyonce to me, nigga. You walk with Beyonce, like you was in a room with a billionaire. Like majority of people will never be able to do that, you know, and just to be able to soak a little bit of that energy up is important. So I'm not gonna ask you per se. Well, shit, it's all over the news any motherfucking way. Tell us what the fuck happened.
Man, I literally was leaving my mom's house, bro, with my son. And I saw somebody, you know, that I knew, and I went over on the block and not knowing that it was already something happening. And just gunshots, like where I wasn't the target. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm on the ground. And I had literally just told my son to, you know, go across the street to go play. So when everything start registering what happened, the police is already on the block and all of that shit. So it was just like, you just like everybody else, because they, especially the ones that know me, it's like, oh shit, what happened? Like what? And not knowing that, you know, I literally was a victim of a straight fucking bullet. Like,
And where did you end up getting shot at?
I got shot in the head, man. I still have the slug in my head, and it took off the top part of my left lobe. So I'm lucky, man. I'm lucky. I'm blessed. I walked out of the hospital that night. When I got the MRI, about 12 or 13 medical, you know, staff came in the room and they just surrounded me and they asked me all types of questions. Made me say my ABCs, like, can you see straight? Like, because of where it's sitting, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess some of my mobility should be messed up. Only thing I can say is my hearing in this ear is off a bit, but other than that, man, I'm fine. Like, even blessed to you know, get back into, you know, what I was born to do, man. Like working now in the capacity that I'm working at. So man,
That's
everything happens for a reason, bro. Like I it fucks me up because it's, you know, it's one thing to, you know, something happened to you and you know what is happening to you for, but when you have no idea, it does something different to your psyche.
Yeah, I mean, it, randomness, and also, you know, but that's part of being where we from, and I think, you know, we're used to these situations. It just changes the dynamic when it's you. You know, it changes the dynamic when you're actually talking from a first-hand perspective. But this is Baltimore, you know, and it's one of the things that I pray it changes for our children to be able to run through the streets and things, you know, have a little bit. I mean, when we grew up, it was violence and all that shit too, but right now it's a little bit ridiculous. You know, it's not a little bit, it's a lot ridiculous. And when you got people catching stray bullets and things happening off accident, not that there's ever a reason to kill nobody. I don't want y'all to think I'm promoting violence and things of the sort. But you know, it comes a time that the community is going to have to stand up and step up and take a little bit of responsibility for this shit, and let's get ourselves back in order. So this is a challenge out to all my brothers and my sisters out there, man. Let's start taking back our community. Chris, I want to know, right now you're still working, like you said, you feel me? And you're on a new project. And it's actually a project that I was lucky enough to interview the brother who's writing it. Who wrote the book that it's going after. Are you able to talk about that or no?
I mean, other than the fact that, you know, we're currently filming here, you know, in the city. I play, you know, one of the officers. I can't go into full detail about, you know, what's going on, so to speak. I mean, we know what it's about if you ever read the book We Own the City. It's a visual detail of the accounts of what happened with the GTTF task force here, the squad here that we had that, you know, was convicted. Some was convicted, some copped out, but it was a disgrace to the Baltimore City Police Department. And Justin Fenton from the Baltimore Sun decided to write a book. and David Simon and Ed Burns and George Pelicanos and those guys got their hands on the book and decided to create a 6-part miniseries. And HBO was gracious enough to give us the green light.
Okay. So we're gonna see you back on the big screen very soon, man, and that's dope. I want to say congrats on that. And like I said, we had a chance to interview Justin Fenton, and wonderful fucking guy. Shit he wrote was dope. I love the book personally, so I cannot wait to see y'all actually acting that shit out and giving a visual, man. I think it's gonna be dope. Another great fucking moment for Baltimore, although the circumstances of why it's a great moment is going to be something different, but it is another great motherfucking moment. But you also is not just, I don't want people to think that you're just an actor. You also make your own indie films. What's going on with that?
Well, the thing about it is with the internet. Wait a minute, Ty. Can we cut for a second? Let me run to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, because we're only going to be about 5 more minutes anyway, bro.
All right, I'm coming right back. Hold on. All right, bro, I'm back. I'm back.
All right, cool.
All right, so
look, I'm gonna try to remix it and bring it right back in.
I'm about to say leave me in with the question.
Yeah, that's shit. All right. So, Chris, you're not only an actor, and I don't want the world to think that you're just an actor. You're also a producer, director, writer. You do a bunch of indie stuff on your own under your own indie company. Tell us about that. Like you straying away from that? Is that still popular?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Especially not with the way the internet is set up today. I moved up to California in 2012, and over there is where I've learned that you have to create if you have it in you. Especially in this industry, create stuff for yourself, create things and stories that you want to tell. So I started writing, and well, I've been writing, but I started putting up my own things, and I put up a few plays over there in California, and then came here and just started working, just started writing and taking my camera and shooting and putting it on the internet, because right now the internet is not regulated. So you can put pretty much whatever you want on there and possibly go viral. There are a lot of opportunities now that creators have that we didn't have when I first started, especially creators and actors. Like I can remember when I used to have to get copies of my headshots and staple my resume to the back and get those big brown envelopes and mail them out, and they might not even look at my shit. But those are things that we had to do. Now I can just sit down and just make an email and submit. You know what I'm saying? It's quicker, and I don't have to worry about money being wasted. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a lot easier with creating. I can take my iPhone and fucking shoot anything, put it on the internet, and if y'all love it and make it go viral, somebody might bite. That's why we got so many internet stars now, with these followings. Networks look at them and say, if they got 2.5 or 3.5 million followers, if we put them on one of our shows, at least 1 million of those followers are going to watch the show because they're on it. That's the logic now. So, you got so many ways to create. I'll never stray away from that shit.
That's what it is. I mean, because you created some fucking great shit, and even some shit I think a lot of people didn't. What's the one with the family shit? That shit is fucking
I hate my
hilarious.
family. I mean, I put up shit, and a lot of times I was blessed to be able to grab actors that are really working, and a lot of the times I'll have to stop because they book big shit, and I'd be blessed. I'm like thankful for them. Go ahead, go do your thing. I'm bringing it back. I hate my family back. Like that's one of the comedies that's like that's my baby, and I want to elaborate on that.
Yeah, that shit it could go far. So I see that being as a sitcom and all of that shit. Netflix, holla at your boy.
I appreciate it.
I'm gonna wrap this shit up, bro. But I want to know what's next. What should we expect from Chris? Like, what should we expect?
Well, I mean, you're gonna see me in We Own This City in January, but right now, man, just expect to not see me in the fucking news. Like, expect me to be
No more TMZ.
no, unless it's for something positive, man. I just want to audition. I want to work. I just want to act, bro. That's it. Like, I want to act and I want to create. Like, that's like you said. You've never known me to have a job. I've been able to make this shit work for me, man, and be all right. I'm not content where I am because of course I want more, but I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? And it's all because of what I was blessed to do, whether it's in front of the camera or behind.
I'm expecting you to see, and that's not just coming from the aspect of you brothers. You feel me? That's coming from a fan status. You feel me? Someone that's a supporter of you. I expect to see you doing bigger shit. You feel me? Because you've already done big shit. That's the only reason you're on this platform right now with me is because of how great you've been in the past. So we expect to see no more bad fucking press.
Nah, no more negative press.
But you being a nigga or how the fuck I go from positive to you being a nigga, you feel me? But fuck it, y'all know how we talk over this motherfucker. You being a nigga from the streets, you're a nigga from the hood, you're a nigga that's been shot, you're a nigga that's done a lot of different things, you feel me? Good, bad, negative. But it's a little brother right now that's sitting home. He might be eating cereal or doing some shit like that, and he's thinking he want to get inside this business. But all of those obstacles is in his way. They real, you know, because before they happened to you, they were still real. We already knew about niggas getting shot. We already knew about all of this stuff. I want you to leave this off as telling me, giving a young brother that's watching you that want to be in your position or greater than you, give him some advice.
Surround yourself with people that are doing the things that you want to do. You're going to get nothing out of being around somebody that don't want to do what you want to do. Like if your heart, if you want to be an actor, surround yourself around people that are in that business. An old person told me that the only way I'm gonna get anywhere is if I surround myself around people that have more money than me, have more knowledge than me, and have more wisdom than me. It's the only way I'm going to get anywhere. And I apply that to my life, bro. And I will want somebody, whoever's listening now, to apply that to your life. Like, how can you ever be an actor if you don't hang around people that are in the theater business or even filmmakers? Like, you have to be around and network and talk to different people. It's not going to happen with you sitting there scrolling on your phone. You just have to get out there and break those doors down. And if you're a creator, take that phone and shoot something and just upload it. You never know what'll happen.
Man, that's some good advice. Chris Fox Clanton, I thank you for coming through, brother. I thank you for fucking with us for today. Tell everybody where the fuck they could find you at. They could talk to you at, because you're a real personal type person. What the fuck? I didn't even use that word right. I said personal type person. What is it?
Personable.
Yeah, that shit. You feel me? You one of those niggas. You feel me?
Yeah. I'm a real nigga.
Yeah, you feel me? So how can they reach you? How can they reach out to you? How can they support you? Just tell them how they could catch up with Chris, man.
I mean, I'm on social media, Facebook, Chris Fox Clanton, Instagram, CF Clanton Senior, and on IG, Chris Fox Clanton. Follow me. I'm gonna follow you back. You know, you got any questions or even any advice, I'm planning on putting up an intensive, a 6-week intensive to help people that want to break into the industry, try to give them not even the blueprint, but just try to give them the knowledge that they think isn't as accessible as it really is. It's easy. It's easy now than versus how it was when I tried to break into it.
Gotcha. I'm glad you explained what the fuck it was, because I didn't know what the fuck you just was talking about. So I'm glad. I know my fan base is glad, because they some of them smarter than me, but some of them niggas dumber than me. So we needed you to explain that. Nah, for real, y'all. Look, I love all of y'all. I hope everybody out this motherfucker is being safe, stay COVID free, stay blessed, keep praying. Thank God for being just here, or whoever it is that you thank. Chris, we thank you for being who you are. We hope that you continue to be successful. Thank you for stopping through, fucking with the Cards Face Up. And this is the Cards Face Up podcast, special segment, I Declare War with Ty Hill, with special guest Chris Fox fucking Clanton. Peace!